Morning. Okay, so today, really quick little myofascial release exercise for you where we'll be using one ball, tennis ball if you've got it, although these myofascial release balls are much better than tennis balls because they've got this kind of rubbery give. They're a bit squishy but not too squishy. You can get some really hard balls and they can be quite evil, and obviously you can get the spiky balls. I like these ones with a little bit of squish. There's some called tune-up balls. These are acupoint balls. Anyway, they're great because they don't kind of roll away, because tennis balls can be a bit fluffy and furry. They don't stick to your skin. With these, you can actually do this amazing technique called winding, where you can see my hand, you can wind the skin layer. Anyway, today I'm gonna show you a really quick and easy technique that's to do with your lower leg and can really help with any lower leg tension in the muscles, but also with any ankle problems, ankle mobility. And often when we massage the lower legs, it's always the back of the leg, the gastrocnemius, the soleus, and the nice kind of squishy, pulpy muscle of the back. But the muscles at the front of the lower leg are also really important to liberate the whole front line, to enable you to kind of open up and to walk properly. So come with me to a chair with a ball. So first of all, to show you kind of what we're working on. Now the lower leg, think about the lower leg, grab a lower leg, yours or someone else's, and find that bone at the front of the lower leg. So this is the bone that's kind of quite sharp on the outside that you like to hit on the dishwasher at least once a day, or I do, maybe it's just me. So it's the one that you knock into things and it's like that awful pain. So that's going down the very front of the leg, the front of the lower leg. And then on the outside, the little toe side, you've got another bone that you can feel at the top near the knee, and then it kind of gets covered up by squishy muscle, and that's your fibula. So this is tibia on the front and fibula on the side. And then in between those, if you start at the top, then there's this kind of ropey band of muscle that you can kind of twang like a guitar string, and it kind of goes down all the way until you get to the bony bits of the front of the ankle. Now it's right next to the tibia, right next to. So I've got my hand, the same hand as leg, and I'm kind of on the outside, and I'm sinking in. I've got my fingers on the tibia, and then I'm kind of falling off to the outside of it, and I'm sinking in, and all the way down there are some great trigger points on that muscle. The tibialis anterior is called. You don't have to remember any of this, but what it does is helps you to flex and point and give you a bit of ankle mobility. So first of all, hold your legs there and just feel the flex and points. It's really good to test. You can even kind of stand up and go up and down and see how much movement there is. Then come to a chair, find the very top between the tibia and the fibula, where there's your tibialis anterior starts. Stick the ball in. Now you can either massage with your hands. If it was very, very tight, you could just roll the ball down that strip of muscle with your hand, and then you are giving yourself the pressure you want without kind of adding gravity. But if you want to, starting at the top, right between tibia and fibula, right between there, before just under the knee, I'm going to keep the ball there, and then I'm going to press my weight into the ball. So we can do this kind of press and release. So I'm kind of just adding more pressure as I drop my body weight, press and release, or we can press and hold, compression, and you'll kind of probably feel some sensations. You never want to do like pain, you never want to be on the bone, you never want it to feel nervy, so that's like shooting sharp pain. You should feel kind of like a very dull, pleasant, medium sensation of dull, achy, muscular sensation. And that's one point. You can also then kind of roll. So I'm rolling forwards and back. My pelvis is kind of initiating the movement. I'm balancing with my hand on the chair, my foot on the floor. So I'm rolling. And if I roll with medium pressure and regular pressure, then I can kind of I can make sure that I'm rolling down that groove just off the tibia bone. And then maybe halfway down, I might do some press and release, press and hold, and I might even go a little bit further down because my foot's hanging off the end of the chair there. I'm just going to move the ball myself, and just press and roll there. So all I've done there is rolled from the top kind of outside edge off on a diagonal between the tibia bone and the fibula bone at the side, and I've gone all the way down and all the way up. And after I've done that, I'm going to just check in and see how much mobility I've got. Hopefully a little bit more. I'm going to check in with both legs and see if that helped. So I hope that helps, and yeah, enjoy. You can always do this at work with your tennis ball. There's loads of other things. I mean, sometimes you don't feel anything, and that's just lucky because it means you don't have tension in the body in that area. I'm sure you have tension in the other areas of the body, and sometimes it can be a very strong sensation. So you just have to make sure that you're finding a medium pressure, which is going to be unique to you on any given day. And you know, if you've done that on that muscle one day, then maybe you do a different muscle the next day. So you let this kind of, we call it sterile inflammation process happen, where you get more circulation, you've pressed into that muscle. Then when you release, you get this kind of suction hydration, and all the good guys come in and help like boost the circulation. So then that's kind of a period where you wouldn't want to then be pressing. So it's just like, you know, after you've done a yoga class the next day, you probably want to have a rest, or if you've had a massage the next day, you wake up and you might feel like you've been run over by a bus. So then you're just kind of a bit soft. So there's always things to do. And yeah, I'll show you something else tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye.